Welcome back, everyone. This is Mondo All Day, back with another video. And in this video, we'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Collector's Edition Powergirl, and we have Tempest. As always, I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth to purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on support channel, put to keep up to date, and watch videos like this. So we'll start off with Powergirl. There's going to be the front of the box, this side, and she's number 31. My light is flickering. There you go. The back, the other side, top, and bottom. And then for Tempest, the front of the box, this side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at each figure outside the box. As always, you do come with a card. The front of the card looks like for Powergirl. The back of the card. And then front of the card for Tempest. The back of the card. And for Tempest, it does come with two water effects. So here's both of them. They are a little bit different. Here is going to be one of them. Let me see if I can have the camera pick it up. There you go. Put his hand inside right there. And just clear blue. Looks nice. And it's going to be another one. It's a little smaller. Same kind of color. Right, a little water effect. I actually like how it's actually blue, not like others where it's like clear or like a light blue. Anyways, Powergirl does come with accessories. It comes with Streaky, the super cat. I believe that's the name of it, right? Streaky or yeah, Streaky. I think that's what it's called. You got the little cape there, cloth cape, and then you got the Superman logo on there. Then you have the side lightning bolts. And in terms of the cat, here's the front of it. You got the painted nose, the eyes, a little pink or purple on the actual ears itself. And it's not articulated at all. It's just there. Similar to Crypto the dog. It's just there, right? Just one piece. But there's that. So it comes with Streaky for Powergirl. Powergirl does come with extra accessories. It does come with trigger hands. We'll just take a look at one of them because you don't need to see both of them. Just light blue trigger hands. Not much to it. And it does come with two fists. And the fists are just plain blue, not much to it. And they both come with a regular puck stand, but of course a collection edition comes with this particular stand that the DC logo is painted silver, which I'm assuming they're going to change it because of the DC logo changed. Let's take a look at the articulation on the Powergirl. So the head, left, right, up, down. Then we have shoulder, bicep, then we have elbow, then we do wrist. I can figure it out. There you go. And then we'll do no torso, but there is swivel. I mean, no abdomen, but there is torso. Just letting you know. And it does move back and forth. And then we'll do leg articulation, knees, ankles, and no toes. So overall, the articulation on this figure, for what it has, it's good, but it doesn't have the abdomen, and nor does it have the toes. So yeah, think about that. If that's a deal breaker, well, that's unfortunate, because she doesn't have those in this particular figure here. Now let's talk about this figure, because man, this figure sold out like crazy, and it's till this day it's sold out. I went to Best Buy online, sold out. McFarlane website, sold out. So I got extremely lucky and bought this at Walmart, and I can see why. One, the headpiece, it looks really darn good. They got the painted red lips, or a little bit orange lips on there. You get the painted eyebrows, just normal eyes on there. But you can see a little bit of the paint on the cheekbone on there. Also on the chin as well too. And then you got the nice short stylized blonde hair. Which the hair is just mainly like yellowish. A little bit of like a light brown here and there. But I noticed though that facial expression of the face itself, it's different. Like this looks like an adult Power Girl, right? Look at the face. But yet on the card and the art, it looks like late teens or early 20s. You see what I mean? Like look at the facial, right? This looks a lot older, but it's not a deal breaker or something that I noticed on the actual art on the card itself. But regardless of that though, this headpiece looks good. It looks solid. And of course, you're going to have the rock eyebrow. She does have the rock eyebrow, which is one eyebrow that's going to be sticking up. And you can see clearly right there. And so this headpiece itself looks pretty good. It looks pretty good so far. So far, I'm liking this figure. Here we have the arms itself. They're just slim arms. Not much to it. Just plain white. A little bit of like a baggy on here. On the actual like inner shoulder piece right there. Then we have the forearm, just blue. You got the open hand here. And the other side is going to be identical as well. Open hand, blue, and forearm. And then, of course, the arm is just slim. And, of course, the two standouts for Power Girl is going to be none other than, well, her chest. So, yes, she is very, very, very busty, as you can see. You got a little bit of design here. Got like a line going down the side of her breast. And then you got this armor piece on here. You can actually move it, which is kind of cool, right? So it's not actually just like glued on there, which is kind of cool. You can kind of pose it however you want. And here we have the cape, the cloth cape. But I noticed the wiring on this cape is really, really thick. It's one of those, I'm telling you, when you get this cape, when you take it, when you get this figure, feel the wiring on here. It's really, really thick. Look at that. It's really, really thick. And of course, it is wired so you can pose it however you want. Here's the back of the figure itself, more of that line design, and here more of that gold chain or whatever this called. And so the upper body of this figure, it's a good Power Girl. Of course, McFarlane had to nail the two things that stand up for Power Girl. Well, you can see clearly what I'm referring to. I know some of you think, well, I'm only being sexist. No, when they created her, this was kind of like an inside joke just to make her really busty, and well, she is really, really busty. And another thing, too, she is tall. She's taller than Wonder Woman. So if you have the collector's edition Wonder Woman, she's taller than Wonder Woman. So rightfully so, because in the comics, she's also tall and, of course, very busty. But anyways, the figure itself, it's nice. It's a good-looking Power Girl figure. And, well, we'll talk more about the pricing in a bit. But so far, I'm liking this figure. Should you do squats? They're very huge, very, very not as defined like Catwoman, but they are there. In terms of the glutes, here's the back of the legs, just thick hamstring, not much to it. The back of the boots or the calf muscle. Here we have the side of the actual boot itself. I like how the heels are black, just matte black with the blue, and more of that design that's also here, right? This line design also present here on the toes. And also on the shins as well too. And then the side of the boot, you can see that gold on there, which looks really, really good because it pops. With having a blue and the gold, a nice shiny gold, it does pop. Here you have the knees and the core thighs. The thighs are just muscle tone, not much to it, right? Some muscle definition here and there. And here we have the belt, which some people are kind of like, why does the belt look different on the art? And rightfully so, because it is different. I know some of you are going to say, Wander, you're nitpicking. I'm not, because look at the belt, right? Just red. Look at this belt. The gold. I'm not hating on it, I'm just showing it. Also the boot as well, too. Look at the boot. Not hating on it. I like the figure regardless. But something that I noticed, though. But overall, the figure itself, it's a nice looking Power Girl figure. I'm glad we got one. And yes, the scaling is a big thing because she is tall and she is busty. And yes, she is definitely tall and definitely busty. So far, the figure looks good. Looks nice and clean. I mean, if you're expecting super over-the-top detail with armor, that's not really Power Girl. Power Girl is just like this. So McFarlane did a good job with it. And it comes with Streaky, or the Super Cat, and extra pair of hands, which I'll talk about the pricing in a bit. But so far, I'm glad we got Power Girl, and I'm glad I got one, which I'll talk more in a bit. And yeah, I'm glad I got one. And I know there's a collection edition platinum one. Yes, I do like the platinum one. I do like the whole red jacket, so hopefully I can get that. I think she looks really cool with the eyes as well, too, for the platinum one. But regardless, though, this figure, definitely a must-buy. let's take a look at Tempest. We'll start off with the articulation. So, head, my camera can pick it up. Left, right, up, down, shoulder, bicep, elbow, let's see, wrist, and then we do torso or abdomen, torso. Then we'll do leg articulation, knees, if I can get the knees, there you go, toes, ankles and toes as well. So overall, the articulation on this figure, it's good, and I will admit it is better than, of course, Powergirl. Now let's talk about the figure itself, and right away, let's talk about the obvious one. The face, oof. It's not, okay, it does look kind of odd. I don't hate the face. Well, let's appreciate the details. One, you got the hairstyle, black with a little bit of blue on it, which looks nice, right? The hairstyle. Then you got the painted eyes. I do like the eyebrows and this whole thing for here on the side, on the face. It looks really cool. Then you got here the beard and the painted lips. And now, the face mold, it is what it is. For me, I don't hate it, but I'm just kind of like, okay, it doesn't match the photo. Cause look, I'm gonna show you guys. This looks, all right. Where's my camera not picking it up? There you go. Right, not as attractive. Tempest. Then you have this one. It's like, oh, okay. Are we getting, catfish here, right? Like, this is the image you have for your profile for Plenty of Fish, and then when you see the person when you see the person, online person in person, oof, it's so, the grin and the headpiece itself, it's, again, not bad. It's just kind of like, ugh. So the headpiece is just, yeah, for me. Then we have the arms. The arms are muscle tone. You got the shoulders, the tricep, the bicep. Then you got the forearms. I do like the design on here, like a leopard look to it. The hands, just regular trigger hands. Here's the opposite side. This one has less and more of that tiger. I call it tiger. I don't know the actual terminology, but you got a little bit of tiger kind of design on the bicep only. Here's the whole entire arm, which I'm not familiar with Tempest, so I'm assuming in the comics it's like this. So let me know in the comment section. But here's the other side right here. And here we have the upper body. This portion right here on the chest and a little bit into the abdomen does have that fish skin. But the obliques, just regular turquoise blue. And then, of course, you do have a silver outline on there as well, too. And around the neck as well, too. And here is going to be the back. More of that silver, the nice shiny silver with the light blue torso. And, of course, that fish skin on there. And then the sides are going to be just plain blue on there. So far the upper body on this figure, the body of the torso is fine, just the face is kind of like, ugh. I don't hate it, I'm just kind of like, alright, sure. Alright, let's talk about the glutes. Does he have any? Does he do squats? Okay, not as big as Miss Powergirl, but you could definitely see the definition on there, and yeah, he does squats. Here's the back of the legs, hamstrings, not much to it. Then you got the little fins on here on the back of the calf muscle. Here's the side of it as well too. The feet itself are just plain, not much to it. Oh, there's something on here, like a fish skin right there. Texture feel to it. On the actual toes, from the shin, the knees, the thighs. Right, and then you have here the silver outline with the blue on there on the side of the thighs, and then here we have the underwear, more of that fish skin right there on his crotch area, and then more of that silver outline design, which looks really, really nice, having a nice bright silver, right? And so overall, this figure, I don't hate it. I mean, for me, I'm glad we got a Tempest figure. It's a new character for the DC Multiverse, which I'm glad. Yes, it is reuse. I know we've seen this quite a few times. A lot of Aquaman and Aqualad. I'm pretty sure Aqualad as well too. But Ocean Master for sure. But the face, the headpiece is going to be the part that I can tell people are not going to like. And so the figure itself, I'm glad we got one that's not Batman related. So there's that. But the headpiece is just going to be like, oof. The figure, it's I don't hate it, I don't love it, it's just there. And I'll talk about the pricing on this particular figure. So, figure itself, eh. But of course, the main question is it really worth it? Should you go out and get these figures? For Powergirl, for the price of $30, I would say yeah. Now, in terms of the figure for the price, yes, you do get the cap. Okay, that's fine. You do get a 2 extra pair of hands. Okay, that's fine. But you get more figure for your money, if that makes sense, because she is tall. So you do get more plastic. So that's where you get more of your money. It's going to be the fact that the size of her, the scaling is a lot bigger. So for the price of $30, I would say yeah. If you can get it for $30. I say that because she's kind of hard to get. She's been sold out. So, oof, if you can get it for $30, great. No more than 35. And again, I've said it before, I say it again, never overpay a lot for figures because at the end of the day, they're not really worth it. If you especially double or triple the retail. So, for $30, yes. Tempest, for $23 for what you're getting, it's a fair price. Look, this is a common figure. You're probably going to get this figure on sale, so probably wait for a sale. But apart from the price, though, it's not a bad looking figure. It's just kind of like, it's just there. But for the price, though, just wait for it, so honestly. Overall, what do I give these figures? For Powergirl, easily thumbs up for me. This one and the Platinum one, definitely get them. Again, if you can find them. Tempest is just kind of, it's the headpiece is the only downfall. But the figure itself, for the price, is just kind of in the middle. But if I'm more of an up and down type of person, I would give it a low thumbs up. And I mean really low. The only thing is that pops out to me is going to be that silver outline. If that silver wasn't like shiny, it was just like a matte silver, probably give it a thumbs down. But again, it's not bad. It's just the headpiece. And it's just, yeah, one of those, you see it in person, you're going to be like, ooh. If this looks ugly as is in video, I'm telling you, when you see it in person, you're going to agree with me. You're going to be like, ooh, thief. So once again, what do I give these figures? Thumbs up, Powergirl. Low thumbs up for Tempest. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me these figures? To plan on purchasing these figures, leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on support channel, put the key up to date, and watch videos like this. So this concludes an overview of Powergirl and Tempest, and on to the next one.